Hey, it is your buddy, Peace and Harmony with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful empowered harmonizers. And thank you so much for all your get well wishes for a speedy recovery. I really appreciate your prayers, your thoughts, and we are on the healing journey every day, getting stronger and stronger. Hopefully we'll have this cervical collar off in a couple of weeks. So thank you so much for staying the course and staying the journey with me through all the different episodes and things that we occur in our life, including procedures. So thank you so much for your well wishes. And we are zooming in and focusing in today on a great viewer question. And that is like, oh my God, I think I still love this individual, even though they had been psychopathic. In other words, they had lied the whole relationship that they thought they were in love with this person never existed. And even though that is hurtful to feel like this individual, because of their disorder, because of their antisocial personality disorder, that she's come to learn and expose that even though this person had derailed her life, she still feels like a sense of love or attachment. And is this normal? Is this okay? Is this healthy? Well, number one, I would say that if you've been in a relationship with this type of individual who, by virtue of their personality constructs, they are, not thinking like most other people. It's estimated that 1 to 4% of the population is psychopathic. And these are not just violent criminals that are incarcerated. These are individuals who are in workplaces. This is people who are doctors, lawyers. These are people who are in corporate C-suites. These people are in your everyday society. So that is part of the composite of the population. Just like there's other people who have diseases, disorders, disabilities, this is a reality. And so if you've brushed shoulders, brushed bellies, been toe-to-toe with these type of individuals, then you've probably met someone who you've never met before like this. And unbeknownst to you, you were in a relationship with really a shell or a mask or a formulated persona that was designed to manipulate you. What you saw is not what you got. What you were told was not true. It was designed to manipulate, entice, seduce, and brainwash and gaslight you. So, and then the exposure, i.e. when eventually things got down right to it and then you exposed it, whatever, horrific behaviors you had to go through to get to the exposure and get to the bottom line, after a certain amount of time, you begin to reveal the truth, or the truth is revealed by this person. You have realized that there's no emotional, etheric energy that connects you. And to feel that, you have then arrived at a state of understanding and you still have appreciation for this person. It's really showing that you have healed, I would say, to this viewer. So if you are feeling like you have realized that this is who they are, this is what happened, oftentimes letting them go and releasing the anger, even though it was not right, even though it has harmed you, it has destroyed a lot of you emotionally. It's been scarring. For a lot of people, it's been close to ruin of their life. I mean, making homeless, making financially destroyed, ruining their business, ruining their reputation. Oftentimes, it's very difficult to find it within yourself, a sense of forgiveness, and this is what happened, and that's okay. Oftentimes, not allowing, not saying, oh, this is just life. I mean, you need to realize and not minimize what had occurred and saying, okay, now I'm going to prepare myself through learning, education, that this is never going to happen again. And I'm not only going to repair internally for the now, but I'm going to make sure that I'm not surrounding myself. I'm going to be keen to this type of individual, and I'm going to be aware and self-protected. And not that you have to live your life with a guard up, even though in the beginning or middle stages of your journey, you might have felt like you really, you can't go certain places. You can't do certain things. You know, you have a hypervigilance, or you don't want to run into this person. Absolutely, positively, you know, letting them go, getting them off of all of your social media, all of your phone contacts, all of your pictures, everything that is in your environment that they might have given you, etc. Even clothing that you might have worn with them, you know, things of that nature that are kind of imbued with that period of your life. You need to get rid of it, throw it away, fill up a dumpster if you have to, move where you're at, you know, get into a whole new perspective of life. But, you know, it's important to have acceptance and forgiveness. And if you still can't appreciate this person for what they've done, I mean, that is up to you. But it's a sign that you've healed and you've let them go, and to realize that, you know, the bigger picture is going to have to take care of them. And it's to have stated that they had certain traits which I will never encounter again in the way that, in manner that I did, because I am congealed, I am healed, and this will no longer attached to me because I have the boundaries and I have the standards, and I'm well aware now through all the time that is healed and the action steps that I have taken now. So it is yes to, you know, whatever steps that have brought you to that feeling of releasing and letting go 100% and not living your life in fear. I would say, number one, that is a positive sign, and it will take you years to get to that stage. So if you're new on the recovery, if you're new on the healing journey, if you've, you know, recently exposed this, or your life has been completely made a ruin, it is going to take a lot of time for you to process this and live life without fear, which is a very unfortunate after effect, to have to live in fear, to live in anxiety, having, you know, intrusive thoughts, you know, having dreams about this person, and, you know, and having kind of that anxiety state, which is not healthy. But your body, once you focus on the healing tools and the education, these will work themselves through. And, you know, when you are then able to live life without fear, then you've really got a strong foothold. You are liberated, you are free, you can engage in your full wingspan, you can be yourself unequivocally, unashamedly, and without guilt and without trepidation. You will always have that core in your solar plexus that is self-protective. So you will not be able to give that up. You will have that core of self-preservation, that security, that knowledge, that wisdom, which is a smarter, intelligent person. You have to, though, acknowledge that you might want to make up for lost time in your life. You might want to then proceed and really move forward and allow yourself to move forward. Don't, you know, if you feel that, you know, you're not fulfilled, you're not linking to those action steps, you know, you're so afraid of being hurt again. Maybe you still love this person, or you're feeling a lack, you know, you're feeling an absence of fear. You know, just make sure that you're moving along in the flow, and you are not still attached to, because that will shrink your life. It will make your world too small. And so it's important to acknowledge that and say, okay, you know, I am now living life without fear. Now it's time for me to grow in positive early direction thinking, and for me to actually engage in those activities freely, and whether they involve in relationships, saying hi to people, being able to share a meal. You know, you might still have this core of knowledge that you have been through something very traumatizing, very horrific, but realize that you are strong enough. You are more powerful than this experience. God has given you the healing graces. The universe is conspiring to assist you. Life is gifting you with people, knowledge, experience, physical action steps that you can take that are healing the wound 100%. And so as you move forward in this journey, you know, allow yourself then to make sure that your world isn't becoming too small, unless you just want to say, well, this is satisfactory to me. You know, this is okay. I'm happy. I'm content. and this is the link to my happiness, then so be it. Amen to that. But if you are still in a, a certain degree of fear or feeling unwell, kind of take a look at that and say, okay, how can I help myself energize and rise above? How can I make sure that I'm giving myself the opportunity so I don't feel like I've, cut myself short, or I feel like I haven't let myself down. So it's really a process. It's really a journey. Don't be afraid to plug in all the feel-good things into your calendar, even within 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, where you want to go. Because life is an evolution. You're going to want to live expansively and grow. So it's important for you to validate what that means for you uniquely and make sure that you support yourself getting there. And then you have then healing relationships, supportive relationships with others who can validate your vision also moving forward, because it's like horsepower. One horse can carry so much, 2, 3, 4. When you're with more people who validate it, it will help to bring your dream to fruition stronger, brighter, more effectively than if you're just trying to go it alone. So yes, I would definitely recommend, once you have grace and you've let this person go, you've forgiven yourself really for having engaged or being deceived. Once you're able to forgive yourself and look on yourself with compassion, you will then look on the rest of the world thus way, and then make sure that you are giving yourself the greatest benefit of your healing. In other words, look at ways that you can really enhance your life, and it will solidify and help enrich your life experience. So I think absolutely positively it's a healthy thing. Make sure though that you're protected, all the, your energy is sealed and protected, and that you will then basically repel these aversive types, because they will know and be able to sense that they can't target and try to manipulate a person who is unable to be manipulated. In other words, your conscience is so raised, you've learned, you've graduated, that you spot it and you're not suckered in. You are strong enough. You can resist. You're able to identify what is manipulation, and you're no longer attracted to that. Just allow yourself to be attracted to the goodness, the humanity, the good people, and begin to really bond with. See if you can then take your healing to the next level and then actually bond with people in a positive manner where they are not wanting to take advantage of you. There are other people, even though the hurt is so deep, there are good, wonderful, gorgeous, lovely people out there who are wanting to give to you and who are not wanting to do it to manipulate. It's because it gives them joy to give. It gives them joy to share. It gives them joy to have you in their company and nothing more. It is not a manipulative. It is a sign of their joy. And my well wishes to you for more of those relationships, and embrace those and nurture those and get a balance of give and take in those relationships. And then you are, moving forward, and don't feel like you are missing, the thrill, the intensity, the off the cliff drop moments where you're, terrorized for your life. You've experienced a lot of that. And so I'm happy to see that you've let that go and you're protecting yourself from bottoming out. This is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. And I hope that these videos do help. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Peace.